Let's get into the individual stocks, and starting with Invicta, which is South Africa's leading supplier of engineering consumables, also trading as BMG.
Yeah, BMG used to be called Bearing Man Group, but BMG is the core of this business. Then in addition to that, they have some heavy earth-moving equipment and agricultural equipment, the New Holland brand. They've got a business in Singapore, and then for one reason or another, they also have Tile Toria, which is in the tiles and building supply business. Put all of that together.
Market cap, we're sitting with 6.3 billion rand, a PE ratio of 8.3, dividend yield here of 3.8%. Let's get your thoughts on Invicta.
So the last time we spoke about this, we were concerned about the outlook, and they have reported revenue was flat and EBIT was down slightly, a bit of margin pressure, EPS also down. And really, if you look at the outlook statement, they're saying the sectors that they're exposed to, they expect to see very challenging trading conditions. So that's fairly clear. I think you're seeing the forward P is much higher, so the market's expecting earnings to come down quite a bit. And it's just across the broad range in the demand for both industrial consumables and this capital equipment, as we mentioned, low and not expected to improve, I think, for some time, unfortunately.
Paul, let's get a couple more of your thoughts, or you want to look at the share price graph here?
Because you can see there it tops out at 100 plus and then starts to sag and go sideways. I think it's at about 58 now. But we owned them in our portfolios back in 2012, 2013 when they were reliable growers. Remember, Christo Visa is involved here. Titan owns 30%. Arnold Goldstone has stepped down. Charles Walters is the CEO, so that's all fine. They did quite a significant reorganization about 6 months ago where they paid out a special dividend. They changed the empowerment shareholding from the global head office down to just the South African subsidiary. There's quite a lot going on, but I just think Rowan's put his finger on it. The expectations
you can't underestimate Christo Visa's involvement.
Yeah, so this stock, and it has been a play really on economic cycles. We're in a trough at the moment. I think it is a well-run business with a strong management team and very established. So watching it and looking for signs of improvement in the South African economy and the broader global economy, I guess, in the sectors that they operate, it may be a time to buy. I don't think it's now. I think there's still going to be further headwinds, but it's a way to play economic cycles.
Paul, anything else to add before we leave this one and call it hot or not?
Maybe just to point out, the core of the business is those industrial consumables. So that's belts, bearings, all sorts of stuff like that.
Out here? Belts and bearings, it kind of ends there.
So like if you've got a power station, you've got a conveyor belt that puts the coal in there, you obviously have to replace the bearings and the belts at some point once they wear out. But, that kind of activity, people are really, really pressed for costs and cost pressures. I think they're going to continue to do fine, but I don't expect any fireworks, I'm afraid.
Hot or not?
Not.
Hot or not?
No, I think we should pass for now, not hot.